How's everybody doing? Gay MCC day, gay MCC day. Let's go.
MCC day. LEESGOO.
Thank you for the resub, Joanne. Thank you for the resub, T-Hawk. Thank you for the resub, Muriel. Welcome, 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 welcome. How's everybody doing? Hopefully well, hopefully good. Let's see if he did it. Hey, listen. Let me tell you this. I am proud of Jacksepticeye, all right? The dude's been grinding. Absolutely grinding. Did he make it on? He hasn't made it on yet. He's so close. Jack's so close. He's been like messaging me when he beats his time. It's like the sweetest thing. Oh, guys. How is everybody doing? Also, I don't think... Has Velvet logged off? Since I was last on like 2 days ago. Has Velvet even logged off? Hey, if anyone's sitting on Prime subs, now's the time to throw them in. We got that early hype train. Where is Velvet? We get to play the game of Find Velvet. How fun. Velvet! Where are you, Velvet? 11 months. Let's go. Huge.
MCC day and tomorrow
My guess is they finished a game of something.
Happy early June
and then Velvet just didn't move.
Seapeekay.
Ooh, that's a lot of bits.
Man, Seapeekay, thank you for the resub. Mistress Vampy, thank you for the 100 bits. Do you think anyone will beat my ace race record? What's my ace? I don't even have an ace race record. What do you mean? I wish I did. Doesn't know the MCC team. I don't know my MCC team. I'm not in this event. Where is he? Velvet. Where are you, Velvet? But yeah, for those of you who were keeping up with my tweets and what I was talking about the other day on stream, me and the Orion Sound are going to be shoutcasting. With the help of Neb, I now have like a cheat sheet of information, statistics about players and teams, which I'm really excited about. I think it's going to be a blast. Also, yeah, the plan is to release it. We'll just, you know, I don't know how good it's going to be, but I'll probably still release it anyway. Anything I don't release, I'll show on stream. It's fine.
You mispronounced my name last time I resubbed. Can you try again? CPK LH lol.
Oh god. I mean, how is it not Katsu MC? What did I say last time? Did I say Katsum? That sounds like something I would do. Ollie is I believe Ollie is able to spectate. I think I've sorted it out. Katsum. Yeah, that sounds like something I would do. I know myself so well. I also added a bunch of new songs to the playlist again, guys. Every now and again, I'm just updating it with like 5 to 10 new songs. And my fingernails to the bone.
11 months woo.
11 months woo indeed. Darkness, thank you for the resub. Alicarus, thank you for the resub.
11 months Hawk. I hope you are doing well, guys, and happy Pride Month. You guys are perfect the way you are.
So obviously me and Ollie are going to take some time to you know, like get used to how each other talks while we're doing this. We've always joked about doing stuff like this together. Hopefully it's going to be fun. I think it should be fun for us. Is Laserbeam a top month gifter? Lol, what did I miss? I've trained Laserbeam and Jacksepticeye. Oh, Zeus is back on the leaderboard. Zeus? But yeah, sadly, guys, we're not allowed to stream. We're not allowed to stream. So it is going to be only... It's going to be only recorded. Because if we stream at the same time, people might be so interested in what we're doing that they wouldn't watch a participant from the event. So we have to record it, which is fine. I do hope that one day we can actually have casters casting it. But if nothing else, I thought this could be a cool little pitch for myself to get in as a caster for like Twitch Rivals or something. I'd love to I'd love to do a Twitch Rivals thing. Post-game interview. I wonder if I could pull people for a post-game interview. Or like in the break, if I could arrange for someone to come in the middle, like come into like the team, into the
baby.
chat, like
1 more month to go.
And do like a halfway point interview. I wonder if I could. Do you really think the Simmers will get 9th? Right, listen, I'm going to level with you right now. I think that it's the battle of
that's a lot
Sykkuno versus Zeus. I think
Finally
Sykkuno and
completed
Zeus
my
are going to
MIDI
be
music Tower
the
of Madness
key
today.
elements to their
Been
teams.
playing old DOS game for hours.
And I think it's really going to come down to who does the best out of those two. Skin chat. Oh, it's still the training chat. Although, if I could have someone... Finally complete my MIDI music Tower of Madness today. I've been playing old DOS games. Congratulations. And Minky, thank you as well. Almost Twitch, baby. 1 more month. Let's go. So, I was wondering if I could get someone... I'm happy to pay for it. Could someone make me and Ollie, like, suit skins? Like, skins of us in suits, like we're actually going to be commentating something? Because that could just actually be hilarious as well. Last minute placement changes? Not really. Not really. I haven't seen anything dramatic that I think makes me change my mind on things. Who are you watching live? I mean, we'll be watching everyone. So the hard part of this is going to be like switching between POVs, right? So like, let's say for BattleBox, for instance, right? For BattleBox, like, do we just watch one team and do every single game?
That's
Or do
a
we
lot of
flick
months.
between teams that think could be like good matches, you know? That's going to be quite tough. Things like Ace Race are going to be not super hard to follow, but you know, we'll have to sort of decide whether we want to follow a single person or whether we just like sort of sit at whoever's at the front. There's some other CCs have been shoutcasting MCC. Who is that? Oh wait, do you mean when they do like Twitter Spaces and stuff? I know like Ant's done it before. I haven't ever listened to them. I didn't know he was actually like shoutcasting them. Oh wait, who? Tell me who. No, the event's not on YouTube this time. Yeah, the remixes look wild. Oh no. I'm confused what shoutcasters do. So basically we'll like analyze things that are happening in the game and shout about them. Usually to generate hype for crowds, but obviously this is going to be very not that because there is no crowd. I found Velvet! Yeah, sitting and talking about it isn't shoutcasting. Shoutcasting is what like what you get in like League of Legends or like Counter-Strike, etc. Any coaching today? Depends if anyone's around. I mean, we can assume that Laserbeam's already asleep. Yeah, like when me and Ollie do this, like we're both gonna have like a sheet with all the information on that we need for each event, for each game. I've got a bunch of stats about players, general comments to make on people and teams and stuff. We're gonna give our opinions on who we think is gonna win, who we think is gonna win each game, etc., etc. And we'll be doing that live, but obviously not fully live because you won't see it till afterwards. But so I'm not playing. No, I'm not playing today. It's only 11 in Oz. Yeah, Laserbeam goes to sleep at 10 p.m. because he gets up at 5 a.m. Oh, whiffed. How would you think Velvet's going to do for a newcomer? I don't know. I haven't seen Velvet practice yet. I would guess that Ants had Velvet on the grind a little bit. Hold on. Yeah, admin streams are 95% just like random chatter. So it wouldn't really fit with what we're doing because we'd be talking the whole time, basically. Any game you're looking forward to shoutcasting today? Battlebox, I think, will be intense. That'll be a really good one to watch. I think parkour tag will also be fun. Hard to keep up with maybe, but very fun. But the good thing is that Ollie's also going to record, so when we have the POVs together, we can like chop between them. So we can have Ollie looking at one thing, me looking at another thing. So we should be able to get like a whole range of content out of this. Should be cool. The point of shoutcasting if it's not live, to use as video content and to see how it plays out for MCC. Like essentially, when I spoke to Noxite and didn't hear back from him, so I actually went to Ailtum, and they both basically said they've had people who were supposed to do it before, but it's just never happened. So we want to do it first of all just for the fun. Like we're not in the event, and we're going to be watching the event anyway. And me and Ollie are both like esports enthusiasts. So, you know, I watch quite a lot of esports, and so does Ollie. So, you know, we watch a lot of shoutcasting, etc. We're definitely, yeah, we're going to upload it to All Things MCC, guys. That's the whole point of this. The whole point is I'm doing this for All Things MCC content. And like my one pet peeve, and to be fair, I haven't watched Twitch Rivals for a while. Like, honestly, like in the Minecraft ones now, I'm usually in them. But in the past, I think they've made it much better now. In the past, there would be like people shoutcasting the game and they have no idea what's going on. And I think that's an important part of shoutcasting, is that you understand the game. Obviously, I'm sure we're still going to get a bunch of stuff wrong. But just for fun, innit? Get some cool content for All Things MCC. Maybe in a suit. I could wear a suit jacket, I guess.
sub.
10 months have gone by so quick here, it's been so much fun. Also feeling lucky cause I got an MCC birthday today, Pog.
Yo! Okay, first of all,
You're my
let's do these
tier
jumps.
1 sub.
Dot.
Monomythical, thank you for the resub. Power! Happy birthday, and thank you again for the resub. And the Hourly Nut, thank you for the resub.
You're my tier 1 sub.
MCC Day SPK love.
It's gonna be weird not being in MCC, but at least I still get to be on the server, be involved, get to do some cool stuff. But I wonder if I could actually pull someone for a halftime chat.
Tier 1 sub.
That would be funny.
Ayo, King. Have a great day and hello from Siberia SPK love.
Hello from Siberia. What's that like? Thanks so much for the resub. Welcome.
You're my tier 1 sub.
Dot.
Infinite, thank you for the resub. Welcome back. Who's the major audience of all things MCC? What do you mean? Like, what do you mean, who's the audience? People who like MCC is a general thing, I guess. Interview with the veteran and the newbie. Yeah, I mean, I guess it is the break though, so people often use that time to talk to their teams and stuff. So I don't want to drag people away, but you know, I haven't, because Punk made me get some game, I can't remember what it was called, like Marauders or something, which was literally Tarkov in space. And now there's another game that's Tarkov in space. I can't keep up with it. I mean, I'll probably ask beforehand. Maybe I can pull in the Littlewood for a minute or something. Yeah, Sky Battle would have been so fun because it's so much PvP and I can see everything. I think survival games will be fun to cast. Ilmar can go beyond game 5. Ilmar could be last today. Like, there's so many new people and so many like builders and stuff that I think it really could be. It could be late on. Oh yeah, 100% JTK. I watch whenever I watch Rocket League, I'm usually watching Misfits RL team, and they have like a guy who kind of casts for them, I guess. So I usually watch him. I'm probably going to go to RLCS in the UK. The finals are in London, right? In early July. Probably going to go because it's not too far away from me. I think we're going to see like Build Mark Game 3. If you want, we can literally sit and make my predictions of who I think will do well in each game. The game orders. We can sit and do that if that's what you'd want to do today. I just wish there was a better way to do it than me sat with like WordPad open or something. Like Ampharos does. Yeah, I guess so. Ace Race finale. I doubt Ace Race finale. I'm honestly expecting survival games finale, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Oops. Yeah, Santa's gonna have a field day in the Pet Wars. I'm excited to see how much of an impact the Hole in the Wall remix has. Yeah. And then remember, chat, tomorrow is going to be my last stream for about 8 days because I'm off to VidCon. I'm off out to sunny Los Angeles. This is what you get when you fuck with the classic roundabout, and it's just yeah, it looks like the mobs can hit players. That's the point, right? There's like skeletons and stuff. That was, I just went a different way. That felt so strange. So yeah, some of them are like pigs and stuff, it seems like. And then it seems like there's like skeletons and stuff who can actually hit the players. If I see some sort of epic save where someone gets hit by a skeleton and it pushes them through, I'm going to lose my mind. Oh no. I love how for the update video they used to get to the other stack and like showed like these massive towers of players. I think there's no shot that happens in the game. You're going to get 2 or 3 people on someone's back and that's it. And then you're going to get punched. Coin record team. I don't think we're going to get a new coin record. The more I look at it, the more it really looks like it's Red's event to throw away. Like, I think it's going to be hard to keep up with Red. I know I backed Orange. I stand by it, but I think it's going to be tough to keep up with Red. Oh my god. How am I? Usually the hard part is the first jump. I'm nailing the first jump, whiffing the second one now. This song goes so hard. Oops. All right. Well, Let me think of the best way to do this. I thought MCC was in the evening. Right. So does that not, does it or does that not make today the day of MCC? What's good, gonna get?
Hold up.
Let's get my own
You're
placements back.
so generous.
Flaming Fox
Hey, for the $5.
625 has just donated $5. Hello, you dimension jumping fox. Permission to use your lore for a comic I'm working on? Just curious because I don't want to use it without your permission.
Go for it. You have my permission. Right. What we're doing, we're about to go through every game. Zoom this in. Right, so my current top 10, just so we're clear. I have it like this. Oh, yeah, really good spelling by me there. Red, pink, yellow, lime, aqua, purple, cyan, blue, green. Who is this song by? The song is by My First Story, and it's called 1 Million Times. Yeah, everyone's streaming their POV. That's the point of being in this event. With a late build mark, yellow could literally win the event. Don't get it twisted, all right? All right, let me look at my placement, see if I change my mind about anything. Cyan, where's purple? Georgia. That's the best I can do for you. 5's the best I can do for you. It's the best I can do. I felt that guy from what's it even? I can't remember what it's called.
You're my tier 1 sub.
Santa Janis has just subscribed.
Sanis. They were gifting a tier 1 to Santa Khalid. Flaming Fox. Thank you for the $5. Of course, you can use my stuff. Motherfucking Monday. Until we strip the poison because we've seen some cloudy weather and Rosaline lies in bed, seething wide awake because... Alright, so this is overall Let me see. Like, if anything, I'd be tempted to bring pink down 1 and bump yellow 1, but that's about it. Yeah, I actually think, like, honestly, you know, the thing is, like, realistically, I think red... Red probably walk it. Like, now I'm looking back at it, you know. Right, let me just move orange here for now. Because the way I've got to work this out, here's how I like try and work out. Here's how I try and work it out, right? And yeah, game order is going to be massive in this, right? So I always work it out like player by player. So like Dream and Illumina, right? Relatively interchangeable. Illumina is better right now, I believe. George versus In the Littlewood. George is better. Foolish versus Elena. Foolish is better. And Carl Jacobs versus Sniff. Probably pretty similar. Sniff might sneak it. Potentially. I mean, I feel like Carl hasn't played for a while. So, you know. I think Red probably still wins that. I think 3 out of 4 players are probably better, and Dream is close. You think Sniff? Yeah, I mean it's pretty close, I think, but I think Sniff probably just edges it. And then it comes down to like orange and pink. Now I'm looking at it, and the difference maker here is like Sapnap and Illumina. I mean, Sapnap's probably, oh god, I mean they're almost identical. I feel like Illumina might just edge it depending on games and stuff. So then Rambo is again better than In the Littlewood. I think that's fair to say. But then I'd have to give it to Sniff and Elena over Jack and Ethan. Right? So then in theory, surely in going on my own logic, pink would be above orange. I think that's a really close one. I think it's really close. I mean, yeah, but then, okay, so the yellow aqua comparison, right? Tapple, I think, is better than anybody on yellow, for sure. But let's just say Tapple with Scott. Tapple's better than Scott statistically, and probably outplaces Green statistically. I would say Shovel might edge Velva just. I don't know. Like, maybe. And then I would say that Gem is better than Gizzy. The thing is that I think Aqua have more opportunity to like pop off. I think Yellow are a more consistent team. That's my thought process. Is it sung by Wilbur? It's by Lovejoy, and Wilbur is the singer of that band, yes. I mean, yeah, Yellow must be one of the most confident build mart teams I've ever seen in my entire life. If build mart is late, Yellow jump up.
Hi,
like really
just
jump
popping
up.
in to say hello and thanks for 9 months before I go back to packing up my apartment.
Are you moving? Thank you for 9 months. That's huge. Stats don't matter. It comes down to who you think will perform on the day. There's always going to be an element of my brain thinking like that, even when I'm talking about stats. Dude. Aqua also wants Bill Motley. I mean, I think in the argument of Aqua versus Yellow that's not a game that Aqua beats Yellow in. There's no way Yellow lose Bill Mart. There's no way. So in the current debate of Aqua versus Yellow, I think this stays fine. Lime seems brutal, but I feel like in terms of standout players, like it's basically Kratzy. I think the other guys are going to do fine as well, but I think that they'll average out to sort of between 5th and 8th. Also remember, audience blocker exists, so build mode doesn't go past game 5. I think game 5 is late enough. I think game 5 is late enough to make a big difference. I'm expecting yellow to win build mod by a fair way. Honestly. Cyan could do 2 places higher. I mean, they could. Any team could do anything. Nah, I don't like the ranging thing. I think ranging's like... Ranging is me avoiding placing teams in certain places. I don't want to do that. But yeah, we're gonna go through the games. Also, I think that if yellow do set the new build mod record, that it should count, because just because it doesn't matter that it's non-canon, right? I mean, that game's not affected by anybody else. Also, yeah, half the games are remixed, yeah. All-Stars didn't count. But I think it should. That's what I'm saying. It's a non-canon team, though. This team could absolutely be in normal MCC. How would yellow not exist? I think yellow would be a borderline underpowered team in a normal event. I get the argument that it's a non-canon event, so nothing counts. The scoring is based off how fast everyone else completes. Sure, but you look at that team and you think it makes a difference what other teams are playing? Because I don't. Like, yellow is literally busted in build mart. Because I think the ace race time should count as well. I know there's also the same sort of disagreement in that. Right. I gotta have it all. The real winner is charity. Right. Let's see. Let me just get the games back up. I gotta have it all. Right, we'll just go in order. Right. Battle box. I'm just gonna do them across the way. Like 1, da-da-da, 2, da-da-da. Rather than going down, or else I'm just gonna have a massive document by the end of this. Honestly, it might be easier for me to start from the bottom of this. Battle box. Sorry. Wait, only Foolish can help Red win with Bilma. Guys, again, I think just being a good builder doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna be good at that game, at build mart. I'm not saying Foolish won't be good. Also, I'm just gonna put teams in, then work it out. So I'm not saying guaranteed green 10, then blue 9. Yeah, it's a lot more about replication and like remembering builds. Right. Let me just write the games out so I've got them here. Good Runners Remix to get to the other stack. Parkour tag. Oh yeah. Give me those capital letters. Survival games remix. Build mods. And hole in the wall remix. Right. Let me assure you, any game where I see blue playing green will be the POV I'm watching. Just to make that very clear. For any shoutcasting situation, that is the POV I'm going to be watching. Whenever that fight is happening in any game. Any tips for me for today, Mr. Oh, big Ponko. My advice, honestly, and I'm sure you guys are probably going to do this anyway, is follow Kratz's lead. Listen to what Kratz's got to say. Be very confident in what you're doing. Act with conviction, Ponk. If you're playing SG and you're going to fight someone, your whole team goes and they commit to it. All right? You're better than a lot of people in the event, Ponk. Believe in yourself, Ponk. That's what I'm saying. You already know the games. You already know your own ability. Literally just run at people, mate. It's the same mentality that, like, it's the reason people, like, don't like fighting people like Fruit, Dream, Sapnap. And let me tell you, I only know this because last event, I stopped looking at players like they were better than me and started just being like, hey, I can take them on my day, all right? And if you look at my last Battlebox VOD, yes, I lost to all of them, okay? I lost every fight to these people. But I almost turned the fight around on puns. I comboed the hell out of Sapnap and, like, made him weaker for my team to clear up. I was rattling Dream in a 1v1 and then, like, got pushed in from behind. So, like, play with your own confidence. You're as good as anyone else in the event, Ponk. Take him down. Take him down, Ponk. There you go. How's that for advice? I can't to hype my man up right now. Yeah, like last time I just stopped caring about who I was fighting against. I was like, I'm taking fights with anyone. I don't care. What happened to your nose? I got a huge ass spot on my nose. Thanks for pointing it out, though. That feels really good. It's about the team. Exactly. If you do half damage to, like, if you do half damage to, like, 2 people on the other team and your team clear up, that's a huge W for you. Huge W. Do I think there's a standout Battlebox team? Let's see. I mean, Pink are always going to have a good chance because they have the Sapnap Rambo duo. I'm expecting Aqua to do well. Cyan because of 5-up. I don't think it's going to be enough. But don't rush everyone you see. Nah, I disagree. Run in. Literally just run at everyone. I don't think Aqua win it. I'm going to level with you. Maybe I'm wrong. Again, I don't see Purple winning it. I think, you know, that the standout player is Jojo for sure. No red. Wow. I mean, for me, red are going to be top 3, top 4 in most games, I think. Honestly. And then people are really going to sit here and say I have, like, bias towards certain creators or something. Mm. I did see money to buy in. Yeah, that's actually huge. Actually huge. Pink top 4, pink top 5. That's an interesting one because obviously like Satnap and Rambu are gonna have like a field day. But it's a bow based map and I can see yellow doing really well. Let me just preliminarily put yellow at 3rd just to start filling this out. All right. Oh, hello. Yellow. Right. Just to start filling this out a little bit. Don't take these as final positions. All right. Because everyone has bows, right? The Tello tax. Just let me get the teams in. Let me get them written down. It's easier to move them about then. Once you get them in initially. Right, just bear with me. Oh no, orange already in. Oops, who have I missed? Oh, red. Right. Now that I've got them in, I can actually start comparing. Want something a little bit more chill. Oh yeah, wait, did I not put lime in? No, I didn't. That's so funny. I mean, let me just put them in here for now. Yeah, going from the bottom was easier, but then... Orange is definitely stronger than yellow. I don't think I fully agree. The problem is it depends on how teams handle things like players running at them, right? So let's say for me, I'm imagining it's a bow-based map. They're going to do a bit of bow damage. Their lead scrapper, right? The person leading fights is going to be Illumina for sure. Let's say Illumina takes someone out on the right. Okay, let's say for instance, Scott's on the right. He kills Scott. Are the other members of the team going to turn around and face check Illumina coming in? How are they going to handle that situation? That's what it all comes down to. That's a good strat to be fair, Neb. Right. So let me think. Green, blue, lime. Do I think that's wild? Green, blue, lime. I actually don't. I don't think that's crazy. So green, blue, lime. Cyan in 7th. I think I see Cyan probably like just beating out purple in this. Dave on lime. And this is what it all is all going to come down to. This is what makes it so hard. How well do I think other people are going to do? Like, the team's standout player isn't necessarily going to be able to carry in a game like BattleBox, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, the statistics are wild on this one. I'm playing off like my own thoughts on players and teams and... Oops, I just pressed the number 4 by accident. You know what? I'm going to play Cyan down here. Oh, stay with me.
You're my tier 1 sub.
I can already feel people's
MCC
hurtful
tonight,
words ripping into me. Who's PvE watching? I'm actually shoutcasting the whole event, Kels. Me and Ollie are going to be we're going to be in spectator for the entire event. Right, you know, the amount of people I knew that would say this. Jojo 1v4 last time. There is no disputing that was an incredible play, all right? That 1v4 does not mean that's going to be handled in the same way as well. Again, right? That team was like pretty silly for rushing Jojo over and over again. I get that the call was that Jojo was weak, but the smart play there was to either bow or just go for the wall. But they just wanted to go and try and get the kill for the points. So yeah, it's not like there was a four-way thing in, and also it's not like the other team hadn't weakened some of their team as well. So whilst yes, I know it was great, and I know it was a great 1v4 and it could happen again, it's not going to happen consistently enough to carry the team up, is my point. So I think green, blue, Cyan. I'm going Cyan here just purely because AMZ doesn't have much MCC experience, nor does, I mean, Gumi has a few now. I think Turbo's gonna want to like fight people and like rush, so it's a fluke. That's not what that means at all. That is a wacky concept to take that as what I just said. Cracks in her weathered skin. Yep, 5up is playing from the UK. So he's not playing from home setup, I'm pretty sure, right? You think Yellow should go down? Well, I haven't even got to that part yet. It's just nice to put it all up here. Like, get all the teams out. Don't look at chat. Oh, I mean, I'm not letting chat play my like change my thoughts on things. Like sometimes chat makes really good points that I hadn't considered, so I like to take them on board. It doesn't mean I'm going to change my entire opinion. There's no ghost. Yellow in second because of wall rush. I don't think Yellow are going to wall rush anyone. I think Yellow have one of the most versed bow playing teams in the event. We got to consider how well Yellow are going to do in Ace Race too, because Scott's seen the map before, so. Everyone has. Oh. Stay positive, like, whoop. That's why the joke is funny, because it doesn't make sense in this instant, Blackawi. Welcome to my sense of humor. The joke. See, I'm fairly happy with this up to this point. I think this is. I can't skip parkour tag, can I? Right, so I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm fairly happy with this. If anything, Cyan and Purple might change places. That's my thought, but like with 5up on a scuffed setup, I think as a general, Purple might just like beat them out in this. So now if we get to our top 5, right? And this is tough. This is really tough for me. I feel like wall rushing works on this map. It's really hard because the amount there's cobwebs, there's TNT. It's actually a really hard map to rush on, I feel. $30 spent on one game. I don't like your attitude today, Path. Mm, 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 mm. I'll put a pink there. Yellow. Yeah, there's like, you can use like multi-twitch and stuff to watch multiple POVs with one audio. That's usually a pretty good way to do it. What was the website we used to when we watched like 4 POVs at once or something? Was it Twitch Theater? We had like 4 YouTube POVs going at once. Maybe it was Twitch Theater, yeah. Jack's too bad at melee combat. Right, grid runners is tough. Again, I think we're going to see some confusion on green. So, no hard feelings. Sorry, blue. Usually I've got an easy one. Okay, I can just put Quig high up, but wacky roster and all the things are like changed as well. I am expecting yellow to do well in this. Let's just put yellow there. I'm just gonna dot teams around at first again, and then we'll work out the order. It's just easier for me to. It's easier for me to visualize where I want to put teams once I've seen all the teams on the leaderboard. So these are not my placements, but just hold on. Lime. Green's already in. Purple. Pink. And who am I missing? Red, orange, yellow, lime. Purple with an eye. Yep, there you go. Purple with an eye. A little bonus one. Yeah, aqua. Okay, good. Right. Again, not my placements. Pause. Hold. Pause, champ. We have Shoutcast pay out soon after the event. It's probably going to be a little while because we'll probably break it down game by game. I don't think we're going to... I don't think we're going to release it as one big video. I think we'll do it as separate videos for separate games. Oh, who knows? I haven't decided entirely what we're going to do with the footage yet, so... Right. Again, green, blue, fine. I do think Cyan are going to do better in this one. Our Shoutcast will definitely be up before Bitzel's MCC 6 video. For sure. How much is a given? Guys, I just said these aren't my placements. I'm not putting Aqua in 8th, don't worry. Swap these around for now. I mean, it counts as VOD watching. Have any of the teams been doing a lot of VOD watching and stuff? I haven't seen many people doing much of it. True, Neb, we could do that. Then again, editing it all gives us a chance to cut out anything we don't want to leave in. Like, it could be a bunch of silence or... Oh. Yeah, I don't think it's been a big event for VOD watching. It's the Pride event. I think people have just been more chilled with it for sure. Nothing gained, you're living in vain. I don't think it's a particularly strong game for Red. I don't think it's like a hugely strong game. I mean, okay, I can't see pink. Oh, can I see pink going below purple? Maybe. I mean, at least all of purple have had MCC experience, right? So they're going to know. They've changed like what things you're going to see in each thing. But it doesn't mean that you've necessarily like not seen them. Olive Green did VOD watching. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, Colorful Coin. And there's always going to be bias towards people's favorite creators. And there's definitely... I probably definitely have some bias somewhere too about teams that I think are better than they are, or players that I think are better than they are, or I don't know. There's always going to be an air of that. Everything is random. Disagree. Olive Green watched Ace Race. There you go. And watching the Ace Race once as well is not going to give you the event. Like, you're not going to fully get it. Now, you know what? I think Pink might struggle in this one a little bit. This is a song by my friend's band. They're called In Visions. This song is called Gold Blooded. It's got a banger chorus. It's a remix game. Yeah, but the remix is that the tasks in the rooms are changed for different tasks, right? So unless I'm misunderstanding it, and again, I don't think this is fully confirmed anyway. Maybe it is, and you guys can tell me and I can shut up. But to me, that means like usually when you go into a certain room, you can tell that it might be like kill the mobs. But this time, instead of it being kill the mobs, it'll be like clean the dirt. And then you got to clean all the dirt in that room instead. It's still going to be tasks we're used to seeing, but just in rooms that they're not normally associated with. Right? So that means that teams are going to have an initial advantage if they've just got players who have, you know, like all players who have been in it. I don't think it's going to change massively because most of the teams have seen the tasks anyway, right? I don't think this is awful predictions. I don't see Cyan winning it. I'll be honest. I don't see Cyan winning it. I can see Orange doing very well in this. And Yellow. I'm going to, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to give Orange the dub. I'm going to give Orange the dub. And then I'm going to bump Red over Cyan. Scared of the future. I think Calm Comms. I think Yellow have a big chance of winning. Yellow have a big chance of winning. Orange is Illumina in the Littlewood, Elena, and Snifferish. Chandler's Gizmos, thank you for the prime. Welcome.
Chandler's Gizmos has just subscribed.
I'm also expecting Turbo and Aimsy to almost constantly be doing like bits. And 5UP again is playing from a laptop. It's gonna make a difference in how 5UP plays, I feel. Again, my opinion. I'm just gonna move on. We can always come back and edit through these, so to get to the other side. Yeah, so 5UP is in the UK and 5UP is playing on a laptop, whereas 5UP is used to playing on his home setup. Yeah, I agree, Koi. You know what? For a bit of spice, screw it. I'm going to put it like that for now. I don't even know if I think that's true. We'll work that out as I get to the end. I can't just keep putting green in last though, can I? It feels mean. It feels mean. Also, can I just say, I think that there's a higher chance that people are going to punch the people on green before they punch the people on blue, because it's funnier. Because like they're newcomers and it's like a bunch of massive streamers. So like I think there's more chance that green are going to be targeted in games than blue will. This game is almost entirely RNG in the point that Dream could literally say to the simmers to get on his back and then just run. Right? Like there's always going to be an element of we don't know what's going to happen in this one. I do think this is a strong one for red. I also think it's strong for orange, so I'm going to put them high for now. Simmers could literally get first. Like, can you... I mean, who's the best speed bridger in this event? Illumina? Tapple. Jojo. Illumina, Tapple, Jojo, I think. Probably top it out for me, I think. Imagine if one of those three just put the entire simmers on their back and go. Like, that's so funny. That is literally so funny. No, actually, yeah, no, I think that's fine. Yeah, I think JoJo's got a shot at like doing really well in this. I just don't know how many team bonuses they'll get, is my thought process here. It's going to be so fun to see. It's going to be so fun to see. It really will. This one honestly could just be chaos. It really could. I don't think you can punch other people in the stack off, no. But can you imagine you get like 10 people on you and you just jump off for the fun? Like, that's so funny. That's so funny. Right, well, these obviously are not right because I don't see it happening like this. Just bear with me while I sort these out. You can punch people in the stack to knock them off. Well, yeah, but the players in the stack can't punch upwards, I'm pretty sure. That would spoil the point of the stacks. So I absolutely see yellow doing pretty well in this, I think. So let me swap yellow and lime for now. Don't worry, this isn't finished. I think pink might come down a little. I'm actually going to go yellow, purple, pink. I think I'm actually okay with this. Wait, line. Oh god. Line. This is like when I wrote Quig instead of the whole team last time. Quick chain. Quick chain. Quick chain. I'll start. Wow, chain break. Oh, imagine being that person. Gross. The word quick now looks really weird, right? It does. There's not a thing that I would change.
You're my tier 1 sub.
Almost a whole year. Hope you're having a great day, CPK.
You know
Thanks
what?
for making
I am
such
having a great
wonderful
day.
Community, Purple Heart.
Thank you for being part of the wonderful community. Thank you so much, Mags. I appreciate it. What happened to LD Shadow Lady? Nothing? What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, I think there's a big chance that red win this. I mean, could I give this one to green? No, you know what? I think green are accidentally going to stack up in places a lot. I'm going to give it to blue. Honestly, this is like first, second place. This is such an exciting duel. I'm so excited. I want to find another streamer who'll take like a 20 sub bet. I want green to come. I want blue to beat green. I want to find a streamer who'll take a 20 sub bet on green to beat blue. Fancy parkour a lot. You know what? I'll trust you guys. I'm gonna trust you guys. Dum 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 dum. And Ray doesn't know how to get up. You don't need to on Dust Bowl as much though. Just the weight of the world on my shoulders. So for this one, I'm looking for teams that have two strong hunters. Teams with two strong hunters are gonna dominate in this game, I feel like. I don't see it being a particularly strong one for purple. I could be wrong. Pink second. I think, I don't know. If I had to, like, Gizzy has played, Gizzy and Velvet have played a lot more Minecraft in general than Ethan and Jack have. Therefore, they should, like, in theory, be better runners. It's a bit of a botched logic, but that's the logic I'm running on. Satnap is cracked. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt that Satnap is cracked. I know Satnap is cracked. Words of my holidays. That's it. I'm checking the stat sheet. You know, that actually be interesting to see what the stats say after I've placed everybody. You and my solace, use my mind. It seems criminal to put yellow that low, though. Honestly. You think yellow 8th in this game? To be fair, no, there's no... I mean, it's not like there's any weak players, but I don't know if there's any standout hunters or anything on that team. Could be right. Oops. Will I ever spell lime correctly?
You're my tier 1 sub.
Last month I tried to tell a joke and got timed out because it was too amazing. So this month I'll just say
Oh
thanks
my
for being
God,
pretty
a
cool and
year.
streaming and stuff. I enjoy it here less than
Huge. Huge. Thank you very much for the year, Snazby. It's an absolute pleasure having you in the community. Thank you, guys. Tina's probably better than Ludwig, though. Yeah, but that doesn't mean too much in the grand scheme of things. Unless it's a player who's really going to shift the tides of the entire game. Red is mad at... Yeah, I figured red would be good. All right. I don't think Aqua are better than red. You think lime is top 2? I don't know if I can... I don't know if I agree. Which is a beautiful part of predictions, guys. So... that's good fun. I think, again, like, Kratzy is definitely standout. But I also think that... I don't know if Kratzy is going to push to hunt 4 times. It's Spifey and Eric's best game too. Yeah. I think that the standouts, in terms of hunting and stuff... For me, the big thing is, like... hunting is the key part. And it's going to be interesting whether teams do, which strategy teams do. Like, let's say theoretically, it's going to be day 4, Pong 4. Yeah, probably. Because, like, the strategy... Sorry, I got completely lost in reading the chat. The chat I'm thinking here is... The strat I'm thinking, sorry, is, like... Will Dream hunt the weaker teams to secure them a load of points? Right? Because I think that's how we did it when I was teaming with Satnap. Is, like, we let Satnap hunt the teams that he believed are, like, the weaker teams to get maximum points out of those. And then just hope that you can do well enough in the other games too. So I think that's what we're going to see here. But then I don't know if, like, I think there's some teams that aren't, like, I don't think Lime are in that mindset where they're, like, desperate to get maximum points out of every game. So I think, like, they might just let whoever wants to hunt. Like, if Eric decides he wants to and Spifey decide they want to, I think they'll let them do it. Isn't hunting 4 times in a row the strat? I don't know how much I don't know how much I think it matters. I know that I was watching someone's VOD, I don't know who it was, and they said that the key thing was to hunt 4 times in a row because then you get, like, the momentum behind you doing it and you're doing well. And whilst I can see the momentum being valuable, I don't think it matters to me. If anything, like, if I fail 2 in a row, do you think by my 3rd one in a row I'm going to be feeling great about it? No? Like, let me take a break. You know, I don't think we need 4. You need to do 4 hunts in a row. I think you just hunt who you think you should hunt. It's definitely not a playstyle I think I, like, resonate with personally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Survival games is so fun because I feel like we really could see like Blue get a bunch of pets and the pets actually do a ton of damage. Like, it could be so funny to watch this happen. It really could. Like, can you imagine if, like, have you recorded the shoutcasting thing? I can't record it until the event happens. I think this one truly is the most chaotic. I really do. Dum 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 dum. What happens if the pet owner dies or they poof away? I would assume they poof away, yeah. I mean, this one's borderline random. Like, this one really truly is like chaos. Orange first. I mean, I'm toying with the idea of orange first. I think they could do well. If the randomness cancels out, then the best PvP teams win. True. I think yellow will play remarkably safe. Let me just put yellow in at like... Let me put yellow in at 3 right now. Big Greninja. What's up? Pink get first with Stand-Up and Rambo leading a 30-plus army of cats. I'd kind of be here for it, honestly. I'd kind of be here for it. You think there'll be pets in the starting chest? I absolutely do, yeah. I think there's going to be a couple that have random pets. Chilling. Yeah, we're chilling too. Just doing all, like, every single MCC prediction I can possibly do at this point. Haven't slept. 7 a.m. Oh boy. That's not good. That's not good. Ravager spawning. Oh yeah, how was guys? How did NA rivals go? Thanks, Juicy. Hello, King. So I knew Hannah's team won. Who came like second, third? Wait. What was that team? Captain Purpled Curryway. Oh yeah, Hannah got second. Okay. I got confused. Yeah, Curryway's team won. That's disgusting. That is actually disgusting. Ugh. Who are the top 3 teams? Just because they're going to go through to the finals, right? I'm hoping to secure a spot in the finals. Because the top 3 teams from each region go through. And then there's 14 slots available, I think, for people who didn't qualify but are available.
You're my tier 1 sub.
CPK, I am nervous.
Why did it say it like that? Seapeekay, I am nervous. AMZ, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Can't stop shaking. Listen. You're gonna be fine. Sinful. Always certain. No, I know I'm not. Just glad to be alive. Oh yeah, but I'm not pulling the punches here, AMZ, so I'm sorry. Just as a heads up, I am doing incredibly honest predictions, so I'm just warning you right now because everyone's gonna say I'm saying mean things or something, so no, AMZ, you absolutely will not be last. What do you mean? How will you be last? Are you joking? No, how would you be Are you joking? I cannot play Minecraft. AMZ, I reckon some people in this event basically got Minecraft for the event. I think that this is what I was just saying. So I think that the problem with your team is, and I say problem, it's really not a problem, but my idea of your team is you and Turbo are going to get really caught up in doing funny bits or swearing at each other. 5up is playing from a PC, from a laptop, sorry, instead of his PC, meaning like, you know, he's always, it's a bit of like an issue versus how he normally plays. And I just think as a general, like you and Gumi haven't been, well, actually, I don't know how many MCCs Gumi's been in now. Oh, actually, quite a few. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And clearly on the right team, Gumi can place well, but as a general, Gumi places between like 32nd and like 39th, right? So I didn't realize how many Gumi had been in. But my thought is that your team is going to end up being more of a content farm than a team that wants to like absolutely sweat and win. So, and I don't think that's unfair to say. I'll just keep subbing in. True. Hey, the second they add the Valorant game mode to MCC, it's over. Touch me, touch me. For Sky Battle, just place TNT for kills. Well, they'll enjoy getting that when it's not in the game. I'm gonna put green. I think yellow will do pretty well. I'm gonna go for the copium orange win. MCC, but it's Valorant on a Wednesday. Not copium IMO. No, I think Illumina can lead that team to a W. Absolutely. Especially like, I don't know how much of an impact these pets are gonna have. Like, it could be huge, or it could be not that huge. I think Red are gonna do well as well. It's a mess again. Am I falling apart? Falling apart. Feels like gonna come around 4th for SG. I mean, yeah, to be fair, I might push them down myself. I'm just trying to get I'm just trying to get everyone on the board first. Why would I put green? seems crazy to put Aqua solo for this though. Yeah, I mean, obviously this is not, this, don't worry. This is not what it's ending as. Green 5th, real, not fake. Shut up. I mean, I absolutely see... Okay, so then do I see pink outplacing Aqua? It's tough, actually. Pick me up. No, you know, you're actually, I mean, no, the thing is though, that it's not even about being a PvP team though. Like if they can stockpile arrows and play till the end of the game, like that's where most of it all pops off, you know? Now here's my logic again, because again, people like being like, how yellow over red? But red are definitely a stronger PvP team than yellow are, right? But if I look at both teams, I think there's a higher chance that Foolish or Carl gets caught while looting or something than yellow do. I think yellow are very aware. Yellow have been in a bunch of events. I think that yellow are more likely to have a better overall awareness of the game. Also, it completely depends on whether Dream could spawn next to green and just say, let's follow them and kill them. Like, has Foolish even played SG? Everyone in this event, even those who have barely played the game, have played Hunger Games at some point, all right? And it's basically the same thing. I think yellow will play for crates. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that green probably won't even know what the crates are. I think that teams will, like, the problem is with games like this, these teams, so these stronger teams, are going to see, like, teams that are statistically weaker. They're not looking good for a Simmers not last. That's what you think. I think they take these. I think they take these games. I think they take the last ones. I mean, red don't really have to practice together. Can't see green outplacing Simmers in parkour tag. See, I said that originally, but then people told me they've been practicing a bunch, and like... Again, I have no idea how good... I actually don't know how good the Simmers are at parkour tag, honestly. Also, one blue 9th could be way above a green 10th. And if it comes down to later games, I think blue could come last in like 6 games out of 8 and still come above green. But green have been practicing with each other. So again, I just don't think it's going to make the greatest difference. I really don't. Game coin weights are also... Exactly, yeah, that's my point. Blue 8th. God. Blue 8th. I've been waiting for this one. We'll go back through and just make sure how I like see how I feel about them all once I go back and look at them. I'm taking a break. There is no shot in my mind yellow does not win this game. This is the easiest prediction of the entire event, in my opinion. Pink fourth? I don't think so. I think this is where we're gonna see like Poposh from like Aqua, Cyan. As we'd ever see, we were side by side, waiting for the. Oh yeah, yeah, green 10th here. I agree. Captured in pictures. Yeah, let's see. I maybe move them above Cyan. It also comes down to how well are Cyan gonna take the orders from 5 up, which I think is what's gonna come down to. That's gonna be a big part of it. Red 8. No, I disagree. I think you're going to see, I think you're going to hate to hear it. You're going to hate to hear it, but I think we get pink 8. I think we get pink 8. I cannot imagine Ethan and Jacksepticeye knowing where the hell they are going in this game. Like in the politest way, they're going to load into this game and it's going to be like, right, now go get these blocks. First of all, are they going to know what the blocks are? Even if they look at them and it's like saying something, are they going to know where it is? Are they going to know what they're doing? I think Pink struggle in this heavily. It is a new game. It is hard for new players. I think Red come just above them, just because they have played the game. Like they've all played, everyone's played the game, right? Oh no, Foolish hasn't. But, you know, Foolish in theory has a builder background and he's VOD reviewed. Okay, so there you go. So we've got like a level of experience in there. Purple lime? I don't even think that's a bad first punt on these teams, honestly. Red above lime for Bilmar. I don't know if I agree though. Yeah, the Simmers could unironically beat Pink. Yeah. Blue above Pink. Screw it. Shall we do it? People would be in a flurry. People would be in a flurry. Let me look at... Hold on. Just wait. I'm not just going to do it for the fun. I just don't know how... Like, in all honesty, I don't know if Blue are even good at the game. You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Caution to the wind. Sorry, Pink. Sorry, Pink. We're YOLO in this one. 8th place blue. Come on, baby. Let's go. Like, in all seriousness, this is interchangeable, right? Like, I think it is more likely pink will beat blue in this game. I do. I really do. But like, there is also the fact of that 2 of them have never played it. And I know Ethan hasn't really VOD reviewed. And I think I sent Jack a bunch of VODs to watch. So like, I can see Jack have watched a VOD, but like, again, it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be good at the game.
That's a lot of bits.
So I'm excited. Like, let's do it. Blue 8th. Screw it. I don't even care. I don't care. That's it. I'm going wild. But Rambo. Guys, can we stop acting like one player can carry build mart? Come on, blue. I gotta believe in my simmers, all right? They're national treasures. Yeah, no, I do think red win this. I think red win. I think orange have a decent shot. They could come down, though. Just bear with me again. Like, I think green could have a couple of non-finishers, potentially. Green outplaces blue in H race. I don't know if I agree. I disagree. Dream does not get first on clouds. Does this say Dream gets first? Or does it say red team finish first? You can't say the sentence, geez, I was just being controversial, which sounds like you're annoyed that someone is arguing the point with you, but you just said you were being controversial. Therefore, you can't be upset if someone else is arguing the point, right? I mean, that doesn't make any sense. How about we just don't be controversial for the sake of it? Let's try that. Yeah, I think all of blue will finish. I'm sorry, I can't afford a Ferrari. Guys, most of you have been here the whole time I've been doing this. You know I put all the teams in, and then I change the positions around. Please relax. She's a gold digger. A gold digger. Ooh. To your little boyfriend. This is You. It's a cover by Sleeping with Sirens. Ooh. It wasn't enough. I like Ain't that some shit? All right, let me look. Yeah, for me, it's definitely a 1-2 red-orange, I think. Big and cheating, lying, stealing. Fuck you. You know what? I did get the Spotify box is gone for now, but I can put the Spotify box back on. I just have to come off of this thing for a sec. Why hurt me so bad? Oh, yeah, I guess I was showing a really big song last time. There you go. This is hard. I'm trying to work out like if I was to work out who I think is going to finish first on every team, where I think they would finish. Yellow first on H-Race is a bit sort of map change that only Scott knows about. That's funny. Yeah, like getting someone finishing in the top fives is like, yeah, top five is, well, actually, it's the top four, right? Or is it top three? Yeah, top three is the bonus, the big bonuses. There are bonuses all the way up to 10th, but the big bonuses are first, second, third. And I think in this instance, we're going to see Illumina first, Dream second. Third's hard. We could see a Tapple, maybe. And I think JoJo's going to get top... I'll go for top 5, maybe. Up to 18th get bonuses in H. Do they? Martin's going to do very well. And that's why I think... I think that it's going to be hard, but I think that Carl and Foolish are going to do better than Sniff and Elena in this game. I can't put Lime down here, though. That seems ridiculous. First, second, third, fourth to ninth, 10th, 14th. Oh, okay, yeah. The bonuses for like 10th onwards aren't great though, right? They're small. Dave alone pulls Lion to top. I disagree. Has Illumina played this Ace Race map? Has Illumina played Clouds? He was very good at it, right? Yeah. And honestly, maybe I leave it like this. I can actually see this being a weaker game for Cyan. Like, I think I could swap Cyan and Lime right now, and it wouldn't be crazy. Illumina's a beast at everything. Speaking of being a beast, if you haven't already, watch the new All Things MCC video, Illumina's best plays. We released it yesterday, I think. How until MCC starts? 4.5 hours. Nope, I'm not allowed to stream me casting, but we will be recording it. Pink higher? I don't think so. No, you know, I honestly think... it's so hard. No, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I think yellow average outplaces Aqua. But I'm looking at it more and more, and I think Antfrost will really pop off. I think Antfrost could get top 5. Tapple could get top 10. I'm expecting lower placements for Gizzy and Velva. I'm not entirely sure where. Whereas I think all of yellow can finish between like 5th and 20th. Yeah, the top 9 bonuses are the problem. This is the problem. The bonuses are so big. You're so yellow based today. Yellow's a great team. I mean, I think Scott could get top 5. I don't know why we're just like ruling Scott out like he's not good at Ace Race. Like, Scott easily can. But the bonuses are huge. And it is tough. Also, you got to remember, this depends on, like... If this is played late... Like, for example, if this is played late, yellow coming 3rd could literally skyrocket them, like, high up the leaderboard. You know, same for Aqua. I could put Aqua in, like, 8th in every game. And then if this is late, the bonuses are wild. But my problem is now that, like, if I look at purple versus cyan, I think I can actually imagine cyan coming above purple. So I'm going to bump purple down 1. Purple. Yeah, now I'm happy with that. It's very hard to do. What the hell is this? Jesus, relax. I'm going to leave it as that. I see Ethan not finished. I'm thinking the same thing. Plus it's like yellow and aqua. Yeah, I could see it going either way. I really could see it going either way. But this is the problem. I'm trying to give firm placements on placements that I don't believe are firm. And that's what makes it so hard. Is like me saying yellow, I don't think this means that yellow can't win or that yellow can't come 7th. But the whole point of me doing the predictions, I guess, is that I give them a firm place and then I'm just berated wildly if it's wrong. So we'll see. Time will tell. It's almost just like playing consistently devil's advocate all day while doing these. I reckon about 5% of the chat agrees with each placement I make, so... See, I do think this is a game that Tapple's good at, though. Pink first. Again, I don't think pink first. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I can't see it. I would love to. I just can't. Let me tell you right now, as of right now, I mean, I think he did it on stream, so it was in the VOD. Jack messaged me saying that his practice server ace race time is 2:45 right now, meaning he's only 10 seconds off of getting into like the leaderboard. But yeah, this is going to be like so RNG. It really is going to be RNG. And I'm trying to work out whether I think that Tapple and Ant... Again, I'm talking about Velvet when I have no idea how good Velvet is at this game. No idea. Ravagers in Hole in the Wall. I don't think it's going to be anything as extreme as that, surely, right? Like, it also depends what teams go out first. Like, you know, let's say if the games are close... Like, just think, let's say two people, let's say orange and red are competing for first. They said so. Oh, God. Right. It specifies that there are Ravagers. That is ridiculous. So, I guess I must have missed that part. So, let's say, like, orange and red are competing for first, right? Let's say it's Hole in the Wall, game 8, right? If Sniff and Elena go out early... They can literally target throwing mobs at red. So it's going to make it so hard. But also, I don't think this is an unbelievably strong game for red. Like I'd probably put red somewhere low down, honestly. For now. I think we're going to see strong orange. I think Martin especially and Lumina are going to be strong. She could knock off her own team. They could. That's the. This is gonna be wild. Let's give. Yeah, I mean, but again, like for me, in terms of Hole in the Wall, again, I think the main standout we're dealing with here is JoJo. It's tough. It's really tough. Let me just get the teams in again. Oh no, but then yeah, by that logic, then we could assume that like JoJo doesn't outplace both Rambo and Sapnap. So in that theory, like I would put pink above purple, no? JoJo would outplace both though. But if JoJo gets first and Rambo gets third and Satnap gets 7th, then Rambo and Satnap have got more points potentially. I actually don't know the bonuses for Hole in the Wall. Let me check. Nothing seemed to change. I know now. Yeah, 170-30 for the bonuses. And you get 4 coins every time a player falls. So realistically, I think Rambo is like... Rambo can be as good as JoJo in this game. Like, Rambo pops off in this game as well. JoJo did win a couple of games last time, but it is also the circle floor again, which is, like, interesting. Because those who have only played the new version... I agree with pink over purple, but JoJo individually outplaced them both, so that would not be the reason. But of course it would. Because if, let's say JoJo is the only person who survives past the top 20 on JoJo's team, right? Rambo and Sapnap, I think, will both make it past the top 20. Meaning that every time a player falls off, Jojo's team is getting 4 coins, and Rambo and Satnav's team is getting 8 coins. So every person that survives after that, like, one team could be getting double the points of the other team. I think Circle 4 is deteriorating. I actually don't know. Inwards or outwards, I'm not too sure. But yeah, now we don't know with this mob thing. The mob thing is going to make it chaos. So I feel like red should be higher. I don't think it's a particularly strong game for red. But again, we're not even done placing people yet. Like, just to prove it, like, I'm going to put Aqua in 8th. Is it Cyan I'm missing? It is. Right. I think Hole in the Wall is likely the first game. People will be worried about the mobs. Yeah, I think we're gonna see the remixes go first. Put red to 5th. No. You pass a mistake. Dream movement with mobs is really good. I see Dream first place. Well, you can't know if his movement's going to be good with the mobs because we've never seen this before. How is Orange first? Because the placements aren't done. Red 7th makes no sense. It's almost like the placements aren't finished. In the background now, it's of Mice and Men that you're hearing. I know you are killing me. Don't waste my time. Is it just me or you don't see Cyan 3rd? Well, again, placements aren't finished. Chat really does have no patience. Yeah, I know. This is why I always like worry about doing these things. I always worry about doing these things live. Let's say in theory, right? If I just changed every single game in MCC to be hole in the wall. See, the stats actually do surprise me. Like, so it says that, you know, red is first. Oh, no, it doesn't. It says that pink are first, actually. A lot of hot takes for 9th and 10th place. Hey, what do you mean? Look at this right here. How is this not a hot take? Look at this. Hard to judge pink with 2 new players. Yeah, for sure. But when I did pink's like equivalents, I didn't give them like really strong players or anything. So right. Right, let's see. Red. Let me start moving this around. I don't think this is a strong game for Cyan. particularly. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. Could be proven wrong. Only tender, only nice. Ooh. Boom, boom. Lime's overall strongest game? I'm actually not sure. Where's Lime? There's Lime. Statistically, Skyblockle and Bingo, but fast. In this actual cycle, I'm not sure. Let's hope Skyblockle comes back. Oh. Fingers crossed. No, you know, probably should be in Reefy stats, honestly. God, Reefy stats is so sick. I mean, there's no way Lime are up here. Let me just make that really clear. I would love to believe they would be. I just can't see it. Don't. Bum. Oh, I don't know. This is the hardest game so far. It's kind of a boring list. It's almost like no one's forcing you to stay here. Right, let me move Pink up and Lime down. But just bear with me. It's so the remixes are so hard because this could literally destroy everything. Your ex-boyfriend's a policeman. Right, I'm doing this. Purple. Yellow. But I don't think Lime are better than Yellow and Hole in the Wall, though. Yeah, this is the problem, is that these remixes can really scuff everything. This is what I'm going to go for. I'm going to go for this. I think that's solid. I think pink second is ridiculous, actually. Honestly, the more I look at it, the more I hate it. Pink second with 2 brand new players is ludicrous. Like, I know Rambu's good, and I know Satnap's like decent, but like, let me just check Reefy stats. I mean, Hole in the Wall is a good game for Satnap. Average placement 12th. And then Rambu's is even better, right?
Ooh, that's a lot of bits.
You're doing so great.
Rambu
Have
9th.
fun today. Less than 3.
Jesus! What on earth? I mean, you can say that I'm doing great without giving me 5,000 bits. Thank you very much. That's very, very generous. Goodness me, guys, show some love to Becky, please. What on earth? What's the fun in that? Okay. Go off. Like, the thing is that if we look at everyone's placements, so like, yeah, Jojo has like high, it's like 7th place individual, like average for Hole in the Wall. Nikki's average is 38th place. Puffy's is 29th. And Kara's is, well, you guys were saying it's top 20, right? So, Kara's is 25th. So like, I don't see Purple getting past a lot of these teams just because of like an outstanding performance by Jojo. No way, Yellow 3. I mean, am I wrong in thinking that Yellow aren't even that bad at this game? Maybe I am. Scott's average placement is 16th. Grian 21st. And again, you got to think about who's going to panic with stuff going on. I mean, yeah, 33 for Gems, not great. Who's the last person on the team? Where's my... Oh, Shovel. My brain stopped working. Eyes tonight. And 19th. Yeah, you know, I think you're right. Again, it's hard not to base it all on stats. There's definitely a certain level of statistics that come in very useful. And in live cast, you should nonchalantly roast some of the streamers whenever they die or fail in the event. Obviously, only the ones that don't care. It'd be so funny. I mean, there's going to be a level of that. The point is that I want to make this like I want to try and cast this like it's an esports event. I don't even know if I'm going to be good at doing it. Me and Ollie could be awful at this. We do not know. Siam will win. Copium. But yeah, sadly, we're not allowed to stream it, so it'll have to be after the event. It'll have to be put up after the event. God, my event rank average is 13.9 now. Look at me. Jesus, if I didn't have like a couple of random bad placements in hole in the wall, my average rank could be ludicrous. Yeah, to be fair, I didn't actually just sort it by season 2. Yeah, maybe I should. Fix, get better. You're right. Ugh. I'm working hard, guys. I'm working hard. I think I'm pretty happy with this. So I think we might get this first. Second, third, fourth. Build more fifth. You know what, I'm gonna go battle box finale. I might. No, I'm not. I'm really not. I actually don't know. Buildmart is probably going to be 5th, I think. Let's have an ace race finale. Fuck it. Screw it. Buildmart is gonna. If Buildmart isn't played before 5th, it will lose. It's gonna lose the public vote. It's going to lose the audience vote. There's no way anyone has the power to stop that. I don't think players will want both 9-round games. I mean, we've also got to remember that there's the like wacky item, right, where 2 people get unlimited eggs and 2 people get unlimited arrows. I would love an SG finale, but I think with the remix, I think people are gonna get the remixes out of the way first. Ace race finale would be so fun. I'm gonna go for an ace race finale. I think that'd be chaos. Further notice. Looking at this, does my... Yeah, I think my placements do make sense like this. Because I think if we actually do get an ace race last, it's gonna basically divvy up the most points. I mean, with ace race, let me get this back up just so I can make sure that my maths is correct. Like, I'm assuming that the bonuses are also multiplied, right? So if you get first place, that's 300 coins. Right, so let's say Illumina gets first. You get 300 coins times by 2.5. Like, that's literally ridiculous. That is literally ridiculous. That's probably over half the coins that someone will get in this full event. Oh, times 3. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, times 3. God. Good job, brain. 900 coins, I really feel like is as much as some people will get in this event. Pink isn't third with these predictions, I don't think. Maybe not. But again, my prediction stays here because I don't know the order of the games. And the game orders can have it come out like this. Also, putting Rambo in third is... That's a bit funny. Really going to be as good at Sans too? Sans is not in the event, I'm afraid. The path I always chose. Aqua higher. Well, no, because I don't think there's many games, barring Battlebox, where I've put Aqua much higher than Yellow. I mean, maybe Parkour Tag, but... So that is what I'm going to go for. And I'm going to make sure that Ollie has Reefy stats open when we're doing the cast. So that we can, you know, both sit and talk about stats and stuff like that. It's going to be exciting. I hope that the casting goes well. I really do. Who wins Dodgeball then? Red. Red. No Meltdown either. Yeah, I'm sad about no Meltdown. I'm going to do my individual predictions in private, I think. Just because I don't want to come across like I'm being toxic, so... no, not on the admin stream. Me and Ollie are going to be recording ourselves casting it. But I wonder if I could pull anyone in for an interview at the halfway point, because that would be so funny. Jump it. Maybe a top team during the half point. That would be so cool. Yeah, but I don't know if I'll be able to get them just because... Yeah, I definitely have to ask people beforehand. Yeah, I think I'm content with these, honestly. I'm happy with these. Yeah, I'm sure I can get someone. I'll try and get someone. Could ask Phil if he's in the pub. No, I want... I would like someone who's in the event. But yeah. Try and do that. I'm just gonna go pee. And then when I come back, I think I'm gonna play a game of Valorant, chat. I'm fancying a game of Valo, honestly. Grabby. Have you guys actually just been sat saying sneak it and jump it the entire time that I was gone? To jump to some VCs on breaks? I don't know. I don't know. Also, I don't want to like interrupt people who are just, you know, playing. So I'll definitely ask some people first. Yeah, I literally just really feel like playing a game of Valorant right now. So I'm going to play a game of Valorant. Hopefully some of you are okay with that. I know it's not going to be some of your things. So for those of you who are going to bounce, completely appreciate it. No problem. Thank you for hanging out. You're the best. See you guys are heading out later. Thank you for hanging. Appreciate you. Whoa, why is there so many people playing? Jesus. Oh my god, I am gold 3-0. That's not good. That's not good. How long do we have left? We don't have long left in the act, right? 4 days. Oh god, I'm not getting out. I'm literally not getting out. I'm not getting out of gold. Oh god. Have we not finished the battle pass? No, I'm pretty close, I think. Yeah, 43. The music stays on even when I'm playing. I just mute it myself. So like now I can't hear anything.
Match found.
Oh, good. Might only get one game of Valorant and I get to play Fracture. Sick. Sick. Good. Good. Glad we had insta-lockers. That's frightening. Live in fear. Well, it looks like this might be a queue skip. I haven't seen much of the new map. I was supposed to be in the... It is a queue skip. I was supposed to be in the new map influencer tournament yesterday, but I wasn't at home. I was at the National Space Center yesterday with Disney doing some stuff for Lightyear.
Hi.
Hello. Proper sad that they're getting rid of Split in Valor, though.
They think I'm an old dog? I'll show them just how many tricks I know.
James Gargett, you're right. You know, I really need to have an editor who is in stream often. Probably gonna stream for about another hour. Go craft. Oh. If this one game is a good game, it's not really one-sided, I'll probably just play one game. Oh, he's actually done it. That's actually toxic. Oh, MJ's never here now. Too busy. Far too busy, MJ. New mods. It's probably going to be new mod time soon. It is, to be fair. I gotta have to. How dusty my PC is worrying. See, I can't worry about it if I just don't open my PC and look, so. Big Valorant day, no warm-up. Do what we want.
Remember the plan, everyone. And please, please, stick to it. I'm talking to you, Grace.
I mean, the good thing is that we don't really get like a bunch of toxicity in my streams, which is nice. But it is nice to have people there to cover it if I need to. Also, I fixed the ads so they run every like half an hour now instead. And it's only 1 minute 30 instead of 3 minutes. You're in the Minecraft category. Nope, you just haven't refreshed your page. It's a jumper. Jesus. Nice.
Enemy spotted A.
Hey, long.
Enemy spotted A.
Smoke's down.
You fought well.
One enemy remaining. Spike
That
down
rotated
A.
call was terrible.
Sucked.
Baited me hard.
Keep the momentum. Caution.
KO in chat goes rotated, so I leave.
There.
Let's fly.
I'm glad you enjoy your time here. My chat's usually pretty chill.
Deploy.
Enemy spotted A.
Bomb here.
Spike
Hey.
down A.
Lobby.
Well, listen, I might be actually going to see.
Bomb is A.
Yeah.
Mid.
Bomb down.
Spike down A.
Launching smoke.
Last player standing. 30 seconds left.
Nice try.
Honestly, if I have a spec for that round, I
Remember
probably win that. Oh, it's a bit spicy. Have you guys seen all the new updates for Valo? For the next act? What we saying? What we thinking?
One mid.
Suppressing.
Under mid.
The timing's mad. Getting rid of split and adding ascendant rank. Yeah. Gonna be interesting. It means that these lower ranks might be a little easier to get out of, hopefully. I'm sad about split.
Last player standing.
Nice.
Who am I kidding? My knees are gonna kill after this.
Yeah, the skill gap was huge. Like, gold was literally so full of players. So, I mean, it does mean that, like, technically places, ranks are going to be easier to get. So, like, me getting diamond is now, like, I don't know. It's one of those things where I still want to get diamond next season. But it doesn't feel quite as good now because, like, ascendant will be basically the new diamond.
Knife deployed.
Nice.
Garage.
Okay, behind them.
Spike down mid.
They saw me.
One enemy remaining.
Right here.
That's a reload. That was so silly.
Spike is here. Reloading. Reloading.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really
30 seconds
hate
left.
Breeze. I don't really mind Breeze. It's Fracture I'm not too keen on. Even then, like, there's no map I really hate enough to skip or anything.
There.
Oh, what a nice KO. Fracture just adds so many play possibilities because of the amount of times that you can, like, the amount of different ways that you can get, like, into sites. Like, the two angles from every side is actually, like, super interesting to me. Is it frustrating? Yeah, it is. But I still think it's a pretty good map. Two of their team have no kills.
You know what to do.
A lobby.
Mid still? Coming C, I think? No, mid. As if they turn to see that. My bad again. 2 or 3 mid. Yikes. We gotta get warm. We gotta get warm quick.
Last player standing.
Blocking sight.
One enemy remaining.
Huge.
30
Jet's a
seconds
gamer,
left.
dude.
Spike down B.
Well played. That is mad. This Jet's a gamer, dude.
Jet, you were the wind. So powerful. Well done.
Need equipment.
You buy me, Jet?
Thanks.
You.
Safety's off.
Surely the sea rush is coming soon. Didn't know sea rushes yet.
Enemy spotted mid.
Smoke's down.
Here.
Stim beacon down. Molly. Open up the sky. Deep fried.
See long.
Launching smoke.
They're suppressed. Grenade out. Reloading.
Nice.
One enemy remaining. Team Ace.
Jesus Christ. These guys are gaming.
Much room for improvement.
Catch your breath. Not that I need to.
Open up the sky.
Can someone get this? Thank you. Thank you.
It's movement speed.
It'll be.
Enemy spotted A.
You are powerless.
Are they committing to A?
Face your fear.
Yep. I don't.
Stim beacon down.
No, he's not. He's lurking. That's actually revolting. That is revolting. Not even mad. I am mad actually. I think I'm mad.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted A.
Last player standing.
Grenade!
Let's try.
I'll shut them down. Until then, survive.
There.
I'm on my way.
Help!
Holding where is trip it. I know.
Barrier created.
Enemy spotted mid.
Right now window.
Molly.
Timing's
Last
awful.
player standing.
Awful.
Get out of here.
One on C.
Spike planted.
No, I'm not in Pride. But I am casting it, so it's going to be fun. We'll have fun later. I'm going to take a break, go get some dinner, chill out with Mitch.
Here comes the party. Satchel out.
Oh, fuck.
Actually kind of huge. Oh, I mean,
One enemy remaining.
nice shot. I like it. There was all sorts going on there.
Pay attention. Might learn something.
I'm saving.
I'm saving.
I must stop their radar. I'm saving.
Smoke's down. Your duty is not over. Right here.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
He's hit 55. That's actually a nice play. But they got so much utility on him, he can't move, surely. Where's he gone? Oh, they got bomb as well. I didn't realize he got bomb. Nice. What was that?
Remember to talk to each other out there. If we communicate, we win.
Big eco round. When's the next quarry stream? I don't know. I'm about to be away for a week, so I'd like to say Sunday, but I don't know. I can't promise that. I'd like to say tomorrow, but I really don't know. Your company is actually by your cable is by a company called Assman. Are you serious? That's hilarious, though.
You want to play? Let's play.
Powerless. There.
Hey, short. Okay, left.
Rotating now. Okay. I have my ult. You can play it off. I've got ult. I think I'll leave
Last
them.
player
Both there.
standing.
Open up the sky! Beacon here.
For 128. Yikers. Yeah, maybe the whole no warm-up thing is not the best idea. Who would have thought that? Aim all kinds of wavy right now. I need to expand my character pool for next act. I'd like to learn KO, I think. Jesus Christ.
Spike down A.
He's gonna win MCC, maybe red.
Okay, low.
Launching smoke.
Spike down A. One enemy remaining.
Usual played.
Long.
Played.
Last round in the half.
Load up. We're not coming back. Reloading. Can I get a drop? Reloading. Thanks. Reloading.
Together.
Knife deployed.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here, hit 75. C long, multiple. They caught me jumping in. They caught me jumping into the little cubby.
Target there.
Jet is gagging to take this.
Bomb buddy out.
Cancel there.
One enemy remaining.
Reloading.
We're all about assists in this household. Oh, that timing's wacky.
Face your fear! You were in our way.
That is unfortunate.
Hey, nice work. Here comes the party!
Switching sides.
Seems doing pretty well to say no one's literally communicating at all.
Weapon here.
Bonk, bonk.
We go!
This is gold 3.
No, tag.
See ya. Smoke's down.
Come on, say it, Sean.
Last player
Behind.
standing.
I hate like slow pistol rounds. There's no need for them. Like just go wacky. Go fast. I don't want a slow pistol round.
Okay.
Get stuck in.
I have like 78 grenades. There.
I'm saving.
There.
Boom, 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 boom. Thank you. Gold 3.
Need backup.
Weapon here.
Clear to engage. Weapons hot.
Spike down.
No.
Spike down mid.
I have the spike.
Now we're cooking.
Garage. Ugh.
Last player standing.
Mid.
Charges set. Brakes. Nowhere in sight.
Pistol rounds are my vibe, apparently. We stand on the edge, wondering. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, thank you for the attempted raid, Ferris wheel.
Like butter, baby. Stim beacon here. Launching smoke. Smoke's down.
One enemy remaining. Flawless.
Nice.
My smokes can block the enemy's line of sight. Once they're blind, we move.
Like 5. Yeah, the Australian time is rough. MCC. Like honestly, I wouldn't be against it being at like 10 p.m. UK time, like 10 till midnight UK, which would make it like 5 till 7ish. I mean, it's about what? It's like 2.5 hours. I think we could push it back 2 hours, make it like 7 a.m.
spotted B.
Right here.
Get it.
Launching smoke.
Window.
There was 2 in B. I knew he'd beat me.
One enemy remaining.
Right here. Molly.
Let's leave him up there.
There.
There's just no need to peek this. No need to peek it.
Last player standing.
Not bad.
Not sure why they kept peeking that, but
Anyone have any splints?
whose POV should I watch tonight? I mean, I'm still going to recommend the usual suspects. Sapnap, Illumina, Dream. I think we're going to see good POVs from these people for sure. That's the one thing that like majorly tilts me in this game is like when we're 3v1 defense and the team are like hunting to kill the last attacker and there's just no need.
You want to play? Let's play.
Chamber on B was up.
Smoke's down.
Oh, okay.
Spike down.
I
C.
got the spike. Walk inside. Reloading.
What is going on here?
Who trained you?
I need a reset.
Lock inside.
Right here. Down and out.
Emergency reset required.
Stim beacon down. Launching smoke.
Can rotate out potentially.
Thirty seconds left. Last
Carrier's
player
down.
standing.
Oh no.
Spike down mid.
Don't have time really. Swinging it is.
Got the spike.
Did you just get benched by Scott this MCC?
I'll
Well,
teach them to
no.
respect their elders.
It's the Pride MCC. So, yeah, it makes total sense. The event has got a huge variety of LGBTQIA plus creators in, as it should. So, I mean, did I get benched? Yes, technically, I suppose. Yeah, I got benched. But it's not through, like, it's not like I'm disappointed about it. I found a way to be involved. I always find a way to be involved. You can't get rid of me.
Knife deployed. Enemy suppressed.
Enemy spotted A.
You are powerless. Gun here. Gun here.
Smoke's down.
Chamber traps around B. Are we playing for B here?
Barrier.
Smoke's down. Stim beacon down. Molly.
Enemy spotted B.
player standing.
Open up the sky! Down you go.
80, 20, 21, 20. Jesus.
Bragging rights to the first pick.
I can drop. Oh, we can eco. It is a good song, you know. I just had to unmute so I could hear it myself. Banger.
Launching smoke. Enemy down.
3B, 3B. No worries, Era. Thanks for hanging out.
Okay.
It's already a good eco anyway.
Reloading.
Where's this lurk going?
One garage.
Grenade.
Chambers half.
Anything. Heal.
One enemy remaining.
Good round, well played.
I could not have made that.
Not gonna say I made that round happen, guys, but you know, no, it
Drink
is.
some water, reload your mags, and let's get back out there.
Thank you.
Game is close, and your boys top fragging now. We warm now, baby. We warm now.
Go.
Shutting them down. They're suppressed. Reloaded.
They smoked me.
Reloading. For you.
Launching smoke. Molly. Stim beacon here. Right here.
Oh, whiffed. Whiffed on Reyna. Garage. Ew.
Flashbang. Flash.
Prepare for hellfire.
It's a weird ult.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, well played. Mad to let you get away with that.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Sorry. You're still ringing.
That is some round. Ray's just popped off.
Can someone get this? Thank you. Thank you. Let's go.
Smoke's down.
Oh my god, I dodged in real life.
Stim beacon here. Molly.
We have B control, we have B control. Bring bomb.
Smoke's down.
Bring bomb to B, please.
I'm on my way.
Thanks, King. Oh no.
Spike down. Attacker spawn. One enemy remaining.
Hee
Bomb buddy out.
Huge flank. I've telegraphed his every move. I haven't. Except for that one. Played.
Match point.
Let's end this.
Reloading. Reloading.
Tiramisu got a baseball arm, bro.
Watching here. Watching here.
I gotta get this headshot here.
Enemy
He always peeks at every single round.
Launching smoke.
Come see maybe.
Stim beacon down.
One garage.
Face your fear.
Garage.
Light planted.
Dude, that fade ult is so long.
One enemy remaining.
Let's not be silly now.
Suppression. Enemy suppressed.
Last player standing.
GG, guys.
Huge.
Attackers win.
Huge. Big game. Big W. Big large W. I kind of popped off that game. Come on, give me a plus 20. If you're in a good mood, game. You in a good mood? Well, called it. Call it like I see it. Nah, 1 off top frag, 2 off average combat score as well, 1 economy rating between us. So close. So close to being team MVP and match MVP. Some big rounds though. Huge rounds. Me, my dedication, inspiration. Right. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate you all. Is anyone live for MCC already? Foolish is. Foolish it is. Right, go say good luck in MCC to Foolish, guys. Wish him luck from me. Tell him I believe in him. Thank you guys for hanging out today. Appreciate you all. We had a real fun one. Let's see how good my predictions were. Could be sketchy. Thank you guys for hanging out. See you all tomorrow. Last stream before I go to LA for a week. See you guys then. Peace.